presence of a doctor is the beginning of the cure. On that note, a very warm and a happy morning to all the doctors aspiring to be a specialist in their fields. A happy morning to all the parents who've been a constant support and a vertebrae to their children who've been going on to inspire the world. I also extend our warmest of regards and welcome to Dr. Govind S. Mittal, a Samaritan whose consistent advice and enthusiasm has rubbed off on the entire team at Medical Mentor. I also extend the warmest of wishes to our management and the entire team of Medical Mentor who's worked in day out to make this event happen. Today, we embark not on a journey, but a visual of how you can pave your way through the right direction, guidance, and a firm goal. Through the day, we will be able to experience the nitty-gritties of Medical Counselling Committee and the state's counselling procedure. And I believe by the end of today, all of you will walk out with a sense of confidence and a path laid out for you to look forward to. The day is dissected into two halves. The first half is going to be on the technicalities of the MCC and the Karnataka State Counselling, covered by our stalwarts, Mr. Vikram Kumar and Dr. Govind S. Mittal. While the second half of the day will encounter a series of experts, a diverse group of veterans who will set ablaze the fire in you through a panel discussion. Hence, without much further ado, I welcome every single individual, every doctor, ladies and gentlemen, to the first of its kind, India's largest event for NEET PG aspirants, exclusively for you to justify your efforts and justify your score. To start off with our first session, we have a stalwart in Mr. Vikram Kumar. Mr. Vikram Kumar is the founder and CEO of Medical Mentor with over a decade of experience. All right, thank you so much for the wonderful appreciation. Like I was saying, Mr. Vikram Kumar is the founder and CEO of Medical Mentor with over a decade of experience in the counseling setup. An engineering graduate who started off his career at Renault Automobiles decided to impact the lives of students through helping them with the counseling world. But Mr. Vikram Kumar, a visionary of all sorts, decided to expand this impact. Thus came to light his brainchild, Medical Mentor. Ever since his establishment, Mr. Vikram and the team at Medical Mentor has never looked back and speared ahead along the journey. The impact we've been able to create is something that we consider a legacy that we've left behind. I welcome my mentor, our founder and CEO, Mr. Vikram Kumar. Joining our stalwart is our Samaritan, Dr. Govind S. Mittal, a gold medalist and the best outgoing student of Bangalore Medical College and the scorer of the highest marks in his batch of MD during his post-graduation in DVL at the Christian Medical College in Bangalore. He has also been awarded with multiple scholarships through his career, and currently, Dr. Govind is serving as the Director and Consultant Dermatologist at the Therapy in Bengaluru. And add to his professional experience, he also adds value to the Medical Mentor at the capacity of the Board of Director. Over the years, we at Medical Mentor have enjoyed and learned a lot from Dr. Govind. And today, all you aspirants shall get a glimpse of how exceptional and contagious the personality of Dr. Govind is. I warmly welcome Dr. Govind Mittal onto the dais.
Thank you, Niranjan. Thank you for those kind words of appreciation and introduction. Very good morning, one and all. Can I get back a good morning in return? Nice. So, thank you for taking time on this Sunday morning. It's exactly been 4 weeks since you all gave your NEET PG exam. Was a sigh of relief for a lot of you and an eye-opener for many. And let's understand the nuances of your NEET PG exam and the results in a little bit in detail in the time to come. So we believe that our team of Medical Mentor is the perfect prescription for your success. And how is that? We'll let you know. So, you all believe, or you all know, that the entire counseling process is not a simple process. It involves a lot of cutoffs, a lot of decisions that you need to make about the whole process of the counseling, make the choices based on the fees, the bond structure, what college you want to take, whether you want to take a seat through the MCC process or the state quota, and what are the various types of colleges. So it is quite intricate, quite overwhelming, and we will try to make this more and more lucid for you in the first presentation that is to come. So, as already told by Niranjan, the first half we talk about the counseling process. So all those who have already been a part of this seminar or webinar in the past, there is a lot more new data that we have been able to accumulate with respect to 2023 admission process. So stay tuned for that in this presentation. And in the afternoon, in the session 2, we would request all of you to stick around and even call your other colleagues, batchmates who may be around and wish to attend this seminar, because this is going to be the first of its kind seminar where we are going to have stalwarts, experienced and young specialists from various branches to talk about various specialities and their journeys and their experiences, so that you can take home lots of knowledge and practical info that would help you decide your career and your branch. Can someone look into the screen in the first? There's no signal in the front screen, please. Also, in the afternoon, we have a team of experts in the cabins around, the entire medical mentor team. So whatever doubts you have regarding the process, which could not be answered in the question and answer round, you can understand in detail. You can take a detailed one-to-one session with respect to your rank and the college and the branch that you wish to take. So you can do this in the afternoon during the lunch hours before we start the next session, and also after the second session in the early evening after 4 p.m. So what are we going to cover in the first part? What is the NEET PG counseling competition look like? Now you all know that more than 2 lakh aspirants apply for the process. But how many of these actually go ahead and get a seat? How many of them actually appear for the counseling process? So what is the real competition with respect to the whole NEET PG counseling? We'll understand that. What are the various types of medical colleges, DNB hospitals, the seats overview? What is the likely tentative schedule of the counseling process? What are the stats and analysis of the last year's counseling process? Now this is very, very important. This will form a template for you to prepare your counseling agenda, but you cannot rely completely on that. So we will be discussing that. Most importantly, you know that your seats are divided through various counseling processes. You have All India quota, you have deemed, you have the Armed Forces Medical College, you have the DNB seats, you have the state counseling. So we will give you an overview of that and analyze the cutoff for all these seats and quotas. Then there is an All India rank that is given to you, and there is a state rank given to you. For example, the state of Tamil Nadu, the allotment happens to the state ranking. So we will give you an understanding about how this thing works and how you can apply for different counseling. So there are certain states which are closed states, certain states which are open states. So you may have been born and brought up and done your education in Karnataka. You must have done your MBBS from, say, Delhi. Yet, to understand, there may be still other states where you could apply for your MD/MS courses. So what are the nitty-gritties of the same we will be discussing, and how you can apply for these different state counseling processes. And very importantly, a bill was passed last year with respect to the NMC fee guidelines, whether it will be implemented or not, and how that can influence this year's counseling. We'll be discussing that as well. Also, the entire counseling process has a lot of formalities to deal with, a lot of documentation to be kept ready. So what is the important steps you need to take, the registration, the fee structure, all of that we'll be discussing. And most importantly, how we as the team of Medical Mentor can help you achieve your goal with respect to your dream medical college and PG seat. Okay, so that's the agenda for the first webinar. So the first seminar we have broken down into the MCC counseling and a live Q&A session that we will have, followed by the state quota counseling, which will be taken by Mr. Vikram Kumar sir, and we'll have a live Q&A session before we break for lunch. So are you all prepped? Cool. So how many of you have already finished your holiday after the PG exam? How many of you went for a holiday? One? Seriously, 2, 3, 4, 5? Okay. All those who have not gone for a holiday, quickly go for a holiday and come back, because the counseling is going to start soon, and then you need to really prepare, and probably you will not get time to go for a holiday again once the whole counseling process starts and once your PG starts. So you need to give some rest to your mind as well. So let's start off. By now, all of you already know who we are. I'd like to have a column mic if possible, easy to move around. So we are a team of doctors, NEET counseling experts, psychologists and management professionals, and we have designed this program purely for medical aspirants. We have been providing mentorship program to NEET UG aspirants, PG aspirants, as well as super specialty aspirants for the last 7 years, since 2015. What we do is we literally hold your hand. We walk you through the journey of the entire counseling process, right from the time of the application process to preparing the right documents to selecting the right institution, like any expert friend would do for you. This is our management team, which consists of Mr. Vikram Kumar, Mr. Jignesh Kumar, Mr. Sujit Shah, and Mr. Kishan Shah. And these are the esteemed board of advisors, none other than Dr. S. Sachidanand sir, ex-Vice Chancellor of Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, Dr. H.S. Satish sir, who was again my teacher, and former Dean and Director of Bangalore Medical College and Research Institute, Dr. H.P. Rajshekhar sir, Director of the Kelly Group of Institutions, and me, of course. We have been holding similar seminars and webinars and been guiding several aspirants. Every year, we release the PG Medical Guidebook as well as the UG Medical Guidebook, which has the details of entire data, stats, analysis, cutoffs, bond structure, stipend structure, fee structure, all of which is there. This was a photograph from the launch of 2021, where dignitaries from various medical colleges, BMC, Manipal, MS Ramaiah, Oxford, Dayanand Sagar were present for this event. And these are some of the photographs of our success stories of UG and PG aspirants, and you can see a lot of happy faces there. And I'm sure that by the end of the counseling process, we can translate a lot of happy faces in the crowd as well. So this is our office, situated very close to Bangalore Medical College. It's in VV Puram at Baswangudi, where we provide sessions on appointment with respect to your doubts and details and guidance of the NEET counseling process. So I'm a doctor, I can be a doctor, I can be a teacher, but when it comes to data, I rely on our data expert. So Mr. Vikram Kumar sir will break up this data for you a little bit in detail.
Thank you. Hello. Yes. So the first topic was the competition in NEET PG counseling process. So let us understand that if we talk about the 2022, we had total number of people, those who registered for the exam, it was 2,06,301. And the people, those who appeared for the exam, it was 1,82,000. This year we have the better rates. This year the number of people, those who participated in the exam, it is much better. Only very few students, those who were absent. And out of 1,82,356, those who qualified, that was approximately 1,35,000 to 1,40,000. This is after the revised cutoff. So there are two different cutoffs. The first cutoff will be released immediately after the exam, once the result is declared, and the second revised cutoff will come after the 2 rounds of counseling process. So this data is basically after 2 rounds of counseling process, after the revised cutoff. So approximately 1,40,000 people, those who qualified, and those who were able to participate in the counseling process. Now, the very surprising factor is out of 1,35,000 or 1,40,000 people, those who qualify the exam, the people, those who participate in the counseling process at and this data is basically all the counseling, whether it is MCC or all the state quota. If we try to understand all the data across the India, only 75 to 80,000 people only participate in the counseling process. Rest all people even do not give a try to the counseling process. Just look at the marks, looking at the marks and looking at the rank, they decide themselves that they are not going to get the seat. We will try to understand lots of data in this seminar, where you will try to understand how many seats are there, what was the last year's cutoff, what are the different types of courses we have. Then you will try to understand even if you have the proper planning, if you know the counseling process very well, if you know the allotments very well, it is possible to even get a rank. It is possible to get a desired seat, even your rank is not very good, right? So only 75 to 80,000 people only participate in the counseling process, and total number of seat, if we see, including the DNB, then we have the 49,000 49,000 MDMS and DNB seats. So the people, those who get the seat, that is 23.75% at last. This was at all India level. Let us understand the same data at the Karnataka state level. Yeah. So when we talk about the Karnataka state counseling process, last year we had 11,673 people, those who registered for the exam. Approximately 11,000 people, those who appeared for the exam. And the people, those who qualified the NEET exam from the Karnataka state quota, that was 6,800 basically. So 6,800 the qualified. And again, if we see the number of people, those who participated in the Karnataka state counseling process, those who were having the Karnataka domicile, that was only the 4,309. The total application in Karnataka state counseling was 6,131, but that includes the other state quota people as well, because Karnataka we have certain number of seats which are open to all. Anybody from any part of the India can participate. So the people, those who were from Karnataka or those who did MBBS from Karnataka, that number was only 4,309 out of 6,800 people qualified. And the total number of seat in the state quota counseling was 3 to 1/6. So again, the ratio of the people, those who, when we see the only 36%, 36 to 37% people only participate in the counseling process. So competition is not among all the 11,000 people, those who have registered for the exam. The actual number which participate in the counseling process, that is approximately 4,300. And again, this number keeps changing every year, but the ratio may be some 5-10% here and there, not a big change.
Thank you, sir. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Good. Thank you, sir. So, how many of you appeared for the NEET PG for the first time in 2023? First timers. It's okay, we are not judging anyone. So, okay, few of them. And how many of you, it was the second attempt? Most of you. How many of you feel that the counseling process is a very simple process? So yeah, so since most of you are doing it for the second time, you have already understood that the counseling process is a little tedious to understand. And so let's simplify it a little further for you. Let's get the latest analysis from this year's qualifying cutoff. So this year we had about 2.08 lakh students who registered. About 3,000 students did not appear for the exam. Sorry, more than 3,000, yeah. 8,000. About 7,500 students did not appear for the exam. And so about 2,500,000 students appeared for the exam. And we do not have a definite data from the DNB when it comes to the number who have qualified, but our team of experts and data analysts have actually sat through the ranks, the marks, and come up with a qualifying number. This is a rough number that we have come up with, that approximately 1.1 to 1.15 lakh students would have qualified with respect to the cutoffs. Now, you can see that the cutoff keeps varying every year. Now, this varying cutoff depends upon multiple factors: number of students applied, number of students appeared, what was the overall performance, and the number of seats, of course, available. So, initial cutoff in 2021 in the unreserved categories was 302 and the reserved categories was 265. Later, there was a revision where about 55 marks was reduced and the cutoff was revised. And what's the main reason for revision of cutoff is that as the counseling process goes through, after 2 rounds of counseling, they realize when there is a set number of seats are not filled up, to make these seats available for more and more students, they drop the cutoff. So, in 2022, the cutoff fell to 275 and 245 respectively, and that was further revised. This year, the cutoff as of now is 291 for the unreserved categories and 257 for the reserved categories. Definitely, there will be some reduction in the cutoff as the counseling process goes through. So, if there are students, any of you here or friends who have not secured the cutoff marks, don't lose heart. There would be chances for the cutoff to be revised. How much and when that would happen, only time would let us know. So, it is important for each one of you to stick around through the counseling process, because you never know which gate opens up for you. So, before we go into the counseling process proper, let us briefly understand what are the various types of medical colleges. Especially a lot of students who have been in only government colleges do not understand how private, state universities and deemed universities are. So, just to give you a brief understanding, and many parents would not understand what are these various levels of colleges that are there. Could I request for these lights to be dimmed a little bit, please? Thank you. So, first you have the government medical colleges. Now, these are state medical colleges that are totally run by the state, that totally come under the state. For example, Bangalore Medical College, the very college where you are all sitting, Mysore Medical College. So, these you have BMCRI in Delhi, you have several government medical colleges. Some of the best medical colleges in the country are government medical colleges. They come under the state. The fee structure is decided by the state, and they are affiliated to the state medical university. For example, the Rajiv Gandhi University of Health Sciences, to which colleges like Bangalore Medical College and Mysore Medical College are affiliated, for which the university conducts the exams, conducts the course and provides the degrees. Okay. Then you have the private medical colleges. Private medical colleges, for example, KIMS, which is just 100 meters from Bangalore Medical College. These are private medical colleges which the fee structure for which is decided by the government, even for the government seats as well as the private seats. These are private entities, these are run by private institutions, but the fee structure is decided by the government for both their private seats as well as the government seats, and they are also affiliated to the state medical university for conducting their exams, providing the course and the degree. Now, a lot of states have come up with state universities. In our own state, you have SDM Dharwad, you have KBN Gulbarga. Now, Ramaiah has got converted into a state university. Now, this is a slightly different structure. This is somewhere in between a private college and a deemed university. They still are under the state government, but they are private institutions, but they have been given the liberty to decide their fees partly, as well as they have been given the liberty to conduct their own exams and provide their own degrees. Okay? So, that is the status of the state universities. Now, coming to deemed universities. Now, deemed universities are again medical institutions that are private in nature, have existed for a long time, and they have been given deemed to be university status, and they report to the central government. Okay? The counseling for these institutions occurs through the MCC portal, and they provide their own degrees, conduct their course, and even the fees for in these colleges is decided by them. Obviously, we have new guidelines and new laws that are coming up which are planning to decide the fee structure in all the medical colleges and regulate it, but just to make you understand the basic structure. Then we have the central government universities and colleges, which is the Banaras Hindu University and Aligarh Muslim University. And then you have a whole lot of DNB hospitals which provide entry to MD/MS, which provide post-graduation courses as well as diploma courses. Okay, so far so clear? Cool. So we have around, how many medical colleges are there in India? Anyone? How many medical colleges are there in India? Doctors? It's okay if you're wrong. How many medical colleges are there in India? Give me a number. How many bones are there in the body? Still whispers. Okay, we have around 650 medical colleges in India, out of which 519 medical colleges provide admissions for PG courses. Okay, we have around 750 plus DNB hospitals and 29,400 into MD seats, 15,110 MS seats, and 787 diploma seats. There is a good chunk of 5,609 DNB seats as well. So let's understand a little bit about marks versus ranks. So all of you have got your ranks? Yes? Till we got our ranks, till we were in the preparation phase, what would we think of? 700 लाना है, 600 लाना है, 550 आ जाएगा तो ये कॉलेज मिल जाएगा. Yes? 600 बंदरे साको. Now we are beyond that stage. Okay? Because once you get your rank, what matters is your rank. It tells you that you have so many people ahead of you who will decide their college before you do. So the previous years, if you can make the laser start working, that would be of great help. The laser pointer is not working. Okay, so if you got a score of 600 in 2021, you would have 2,700 ranks ahead of you, 2,700 students who would decide their seats before you get to decide. Last year, it would have just been about 1,200 students. This year, again, you have 2,586 students who will be deciding their seats before you do. So therefore, at this stage, after your results are out, your ranking is out, what marks you got really doesn't matter. You know, I have students who come to me and say, counseling, sir, I was aiming for 600, I was aiming for 580, and this happened, that happened, I didn't get, and now my rank is 15,000. I was aiming for dermatology, radiology, and now my rank is 12,000, I don't think I can get. So now what depends is your rank. So with the rank that you have got now, what best can be done with respect to the counseling process? Let's understand further. Before that, most importantly is the tentative schedule. I have been asking all of you to take a holiday, take a break. Yes, that is important, but please keep in mind the tentative schedule. Now, as you all know that there was a lot of attempt to postpone the exams. How many of you wish the exam were postponed? How many of you are happy that the exam happened at this date? Okay, so most of you are happy that the exam got over. Good. So the exam is over, and the results came in a record 9 days time. How many of you are expecting the results at 9 days? Good number of you, huh? Have sources in the committee, is it? In the NBA? Good, good. So, so the results came in a record time. But the whole idea of doing the exam fast and getting the results fast is so that the counseling process can be kicked in faster. So during the postponement hearings, there were advocates, there were generals who have said that the counseling process may start as late as July 15th. Now, if that really happens, it will just derail the entire academic session all over again. Okay, so we believe that that was an error in communication. Probably they said that they wanted to start the academic course by July 15th rather than starting the counseling process by July 15th, or else it's going to be very tough. So maybe, and recently, just if all of you have been in touch with the newspapers, one of the newspapers gave in that they are going to start off. Times of India gave in, I think on Tuesday, just about 5 or 6 days back, that the MCC plans to start the MCC and the state counseling as early as possible. So we never know, maybe this is what we have been guessing through our sources, but it may even start before May 2nd week. So as students, as aspirants, you need to be geared up from the moment, starting now for the entire counseling process. And once the counseling starts, then you will have the state round in 2 weeks' time. And if everything goes on fine, we are hoping that you would be starting your PG courses sometime in mid-July or even August. There are some states where the internship is getting over as late as August 11th, so maybe there may be a special permission for joining late for these students who might have got admissions into various colleges. So a little more in detail. So you have two types of counseling, main counseling. You have the MCC counseling and the state counseling. In MCC, you get admissions to the government colleges where there are the All India quota. 50% of all government seats, the admission happens through the All India quota. Then you have Armed Forces Medical Services group of institutions. You have the central government universities. Also, MCC provides counseling to all the deemed universities, and thankfully for the last 2 years it's been happening, it's been also providing counseling for the DNB courses. Then under the state quota, you have the remaining government seats, the remaining 50% of the seats in the state government medical colleges are filled through the state counseling. Then you have private colleges and the state universities. And of course, in Karnataka is one of the few states where you have some of the deemed colleges and universities that provide seats through the state counseling process as well. So everyone's been preparing enthusiastically with Marrow, Bhatia, and so on and so forth for NEET. But what after that is reality. This is your MCC counseling portal where all your counseling process happens, and this is how you will have to go through the registration process. Okay? So all of you will have to pay a minimum of 1,000 rupees if you are applying only for the All India quota, central universities and Armed Forces Medical Services group of colleges, and for reserved categories it is 500. In addition, you will have to pay a refundable security deposit. Now this security deposit is refundable only in certain situations and circumstances, how I will be detailing. So it's 25,000 and 10,000 respectively if you are applying only for AIQ, central universities and armed forces. If you apply for the deemed colleges as well, you are not sure whether you will get a seat in All India quota and you want to secure your chances and apply for the deemed colleges as well, then your registration fees will be 5,000 and your security deposit will be 2 lakh. Mind you, there is a high security deposit here. They do not want, the government, the counseling authorities do not want people to block seats, and that is why a high security deposit has been entailed. Okay. So in All India quota, you have 50% of all seats of the government medical colleges, and totally there will be 4 rounds at least, and if required, a 5th round, special stay vacancy round, will also be conducted if there are any seats vacant. Before 2021, there used to be only 2 rounds in All India quota, and whatever seats used to be left over used to be transferred to the state counseling authorities to fill up the seats. Thankfully, now All India quota continues round 3 and round 4, so that students from across the country can still avail the seats that are available under the All India quota. Just to give you a number of seats, we have 9,814 seats in 2021, and which was increased by 1,308 seats in 2022 to 11,122. This year too, we can have an expected increment of seats. How many seats we do not know for sure yet, but yes, we are expecting an increment this year too. Now there are various kind of reservations in All India quota that you must be aware about. You have the SC, ST, OBC, then obviously you have the EWS, and then you have persons with disability in the horizontal fashion. So let's look a little bit in detail. Now this is a very interesting slide. I would request all of you to pay attention. Although we have so many seats that we just talked about in All India quota, how many of these seats are relevant to you? In the sense, how many of these are clinical seats? Okay, so most people, the demand for the clinical courses is much higher. So there are a total of 2,933 seats in the pre and paraclinical. So almost a good 30% is the pre and paraclinical. The remaining 70% seats are around 8,026, which are from the clinical branches. If you look at the table above, most of the seats in All India quota are MDMS seats, okay, the 3-year course seats. So there are 10,958 MDMS seats in All India quota, 163 diploma, and 1 MCH neurosurgery. Now going a little bit more in detail, we have put this in descending order of the number of seats available. So maximum number of seats in All India quota are general medicine, anesthesia, general surgery, and OG. So you can see the numbers, and this number keeps falling as you come down to peds, ortho, ophthal, radio, ENT, and you just have around a little more than 200 seats when it comes to dermatology and respiratory medicine. Coming to sports medicine, you just have about 5 seats and 1 family medicine seat in All India quota. Okay, I hope this slide is clear to everyone. Okay, cool. So then what is the fee structure? So you have, based on the college and the state, the fees in All India quota varies from 40,000 per year to 2.5 lakh per year. The stipend varies from 30,000 to 1.2 lakhs depending on the college and state. The stipend for various southern states of India has been mentioned here. For example, in Karnataka, first year, second year, third year PG gets 45, 50 and 55K respectively. And the PG medical guidebook for 2023, the launch will be happening today afternoon, and that guidebook will also give you the details of entire state-wise, branch-wise fee structure, stipend, bond info. Everything is available in this PG guidebook. Okay. So something very important is the AIQ bond and penalty. So you can just have a look at the table. There are some states where there is a bond and some states with no bond. For example, many people like to take admissions in Delhi colleges because the stipend is very high. There is no bond and obviously no penalty. Andhra states also give a decent stipend. Maharashtra, there is 1 year bond, penalty is 50 lakh, and it almost goes to a 10-year bond in Assam if you are taking an All India quota seats with a 20 lakh penalty and stipend of 48,000. So it's very important that you have all this data with you before you go into the online form filling, depending on which state you're choosing. It's very easy to see a list of colleges and last year's cutoff, but unless you have the real data of what states have how much bond, penalty, are you ready to pay that penalty to come out of the bond, all these factors are very, very important for you to understand. Such detailed data of every state is available with our team. So let's look a little more into the cutoff. Vikram sir. long press.
Hello? Yes, yes, perfect. Okay. So we have understood basically the different types of seats in AIQ counseling process, where we can see this branch like Dermot, has very less seat basically, right? So now when we talk about the seat metrics, every year the seats also keep changing. There is always, every year there'll be one new seat metric roster will come. The government will decide how to divide the seats also into different categories. So we'll try to understand what was the cutoff trade for last 2 years, so you can understand ki the seat matrix is not the same for each and every year, and the cutoffs also keep changing. So let us understand last 3 years data of 3 different branches. We have radio, medicine, and OBG. So if we see the first, for example, let us go through the radio. So we have the general category. For general category, in 2020, the cutoff for the radio, the final, these are the basically final closing rank, the last closing rank. So we have total, for example, 4 rounds. So out of the 4 rounds, which is the highest rank, that is what is the final closing rank. So radio closed in 2020 at 3287. In 2021, it went up to the 7397, and in 2022, it went again, the cutoff dropped to 5121. Again, we talk about the OBC category.
Thank you.
Then 2020, there was no OBC reservation in AIQ counseling process. It started only from the 2021. So we can see 6446, and 2022, there was a jump in the cutoff 7084. Same way, if you talk about general category, general medicine, for example. So general medicine in 2020, 4924. 2021, it was 9419. And in 2022, even up to the rank of 10,679 also, the cutoff was there. But we can see some places the cutoff has increased, some places the cutoff has decreased comparing to the previous years, basically. So there is not fixed pattern ki every year there will be a jump in the cutoff, or every year there will be a drop in the cutoff. It depends upon the branches, it depends upon the category as well, right? For every branch to branch, category to category, there will be plus or minus in the cutoff. Now, this is one way of looking at the cutoff. Many people they just see the last year's final closing rank. Okay, last year radio was allotted up to the 7,000 rank, so this year also I have the chances, but doesn't work like this. Let us go to the next slide. So when we go for the All India quota counseling process, there are multiple rounds, right? Round 1, 2, last year there was even round 5 as well, right? So when we talk about the 7,000 cutoff, that 7,000 cutoff was in which round? Whether it was in round 1, round 2, round 3, because MCC and state quota both works parallel. MCC round 1, then state quota round 1. MCC round 2, then state quota round 2. If you want to go for the round 3 or round 4, you should not have any seat in your hand for the first 2 rounds. You cannot hold a seat and you can go to the last round. So if we see, for example, Rangaraya Medical College, Kakinada, first round cutoff was 900, second round was 1071, third round was 2992, and in round 4, the cutoff was 5109. Or for example, Bangalore Medical College. So Bangalore Medical College, the first round was 269, second round it was 266, and third round it was 1763. So if we see the BMC cutoff 1763, that is the final closing rank, but it was in which round? It was in round 3. It was not in round 1 and round 2, right? And the highest cutoff, which was 7397, it was, for example, in 2021. So it was for Assam Medical College, Terzpur. But the same college, in the round 1 and round 2, you can see the cutoff was 1682 and 2041, right? So we need to understand, when you go for the AIQ choice filling, when you are taking the reference of last year data, you need to see the round wise, basically. It is not only you see the overall data, okay, last year that was the final closing. Round wise, we need to understand how the cutoff works. Now let us understand 2 years data together, and let us see how the cutoff seat changes, basically. So when we talk about the radio diagnosis, again I have taken the example of radio. So Mysore Medical College in 2021, there was only 1 seat in the general category. Okay. Again, seats keep changing. Or if you see that in 2022, last year, there were 2 seats. Instead of 1 seat in general category, there was 2 seats. So 160 was the closing in 2021, but in 2022, you can see the cutoff went up to the 3651. First round 357, second round 482, third round 1773, and the round 4, 1 more seat was someone got allotted, but there was someone did not report to the seat, went up to 3651. If we talk about the MGM Indore, again it's a very good medical college. MGM Indore, we can see again there was only 1 seat in the general category, where the cutoff was 610 and 910 in the second round. But if you see, same college was having 3 seats in the radio in the general category in the 2022. So 2 seats increased, basically. Then the cutoff entirely changed. 766 to, and last round, even 4691 also got a radio seat in general category in the same college, right? And if we see one more example, SN Medical College, Jodhpur, Rajasthan, for example, they were having, that college was having radio diagnosis seat in general category in 2021, but in 2022 there was no seat only. Means that was given in some other category basically, right? So this year's counseling process will be decided basically majorly when we, especially in the PG, the seats are very, very limited. So every year the seat metric roster also keep changing. It is not necessary last year one college was having seat in particular category. This year also they'll be having, right? So this year maybe the seats are not there, or maybe seats are increased, seats are decreased. So that will be decided based on once we get the seat metrics of the 2023. Once the seat metrics of 2023 comes, then we need to analyze that, and then based on that we need to plan our counseling. Last year's data are only for the reference purpose again. We cannot exactly in all India quota say that last year this was the cutoff for the particular college, so this year also cutoff will be the same. We can only use that for the reference. We need to again see last year what was the number of seat, this year what is the number of seat. So many people, they do this mistake. Basically, they feel, oh, last year it was closing rank was 600, so anyway, for me, there is no chance. But if you see what are the total number of seats in that in the same college, in the same branch for this year, then we need to plan. So I hope you understood how the AIQ counseling process works. Cutoff part is clear?
Thank you, sir. So, how many of you watch Rohit Shetty movies? Race, then Dhoom. So our NEET counseling process is like any Bollywood or Telugu movie industry, masala movies, First half में कुछ हो रहा है, second half में कुछ हो रहा है, round 3 में कुछ हो रहा है. It's a very dynamic process. Okay? At least movies में कुछ सिर पैर नहीं है. यहाँ पे बहुत सिर पैर है. You have to, take a lot of things into understanding before your choice filling happens. Coming to Armed Forces Medical Sciences, this also, so there may be some of you, any one of you interested on Armed Forces Medical Sciences? Oh, there are a few of them, so I will go through the slide. Great. So you can express your willingness to take part in the AFMS counseling through the MCC portal. After you express your willingness to do so, the merit list will be announced and the shortlisted candidates will be called to FMC Pune for an offline counseling process. There are multiple rounds, there is medical examination, there is interview round and so on and so forth. There are a total of 8 colleges across India and there are different categories and priorities for admission. There is something called priority 5 which is open for all civilian candidates. Last year there were a total of 13 seats in this category 5, but only 3 seats were available. What I was told was there were only
seats were clinical basically. So out of last year in priority 5 only 13 seats were there and only 3 aerospace medicine seats were there for the clinical. Rest all seats were all non-clinical basically. If we see 2 years back, AFMS used to give a good number of clinical seats for P5 category as well, but last year only 3 clinical seats, aerospace medicine. Rest all 10 seats were only non-clinical basically. Most of the clinical seats were there only for the priority 1 to priority 5 for the army doctors.
Okay, thank you. So this is the list of colleges that come under the AFMS. We have 2 in Karnataka, rather in Bangalore itself. You have the Command Air Force Hospital and the Institute of Aerospace Medicine. So all those who are interested can keep this in mind as well and apply. So coming to the deemed colleges, there are a total of 41 deemed universities with 2 Muslim minority, 1 Jain minority. The number of seats in 2021 and 2022 was 4.8 thousand and 5.2 thousand respectively. There was an increase of 408 seats last year. The counseling process happens over 3 rounds of online counseling and 1 round of offline, which happens at the college level. The fees varies between management quota and NRI quota. You have about 85% of the seats available in management quota, 15% of seats in the NRI quota where the fees is quite high. In the management quota, it's 15 to 75 lakhs per annum. In the NRI quota, it is 25 to 90 lakhs per annum. And your stipend would vary around 25,000 to 18,000 per month. Now, a little more detailed understanding of the number of seats in these deemed institutions. Okay? So, in MDMS you have around 5,200, you have very few seats in diploma, just 13, and you have 2 MCH neurosurgery seats. Again, you have a good chunk, almost 80% of the seats, MDMS seats are from clinical specialties, and again, highest number of seats are there in general medicine, followed by general surgery, anesthesia, OG, pediatrics, ortho, you radio about 353, then again your ophthalm, ENT, dermat are 200 or lesser number of seats, and just about 9 sports medicine seats and 4 family medicine seats. Now, for those opting for deemed colleges, this is like next level masala movies. Huh? Every college has different fees for different branches and changes every year. Okay? Be very, very careful when you are allotting or opting for the deemed colleges, because the same medical college which has had a fee of 30 lakhs, JSS sir? कौन सा बोल रहे थे आप? JSS. 30 lakhs last year, the next year, just 5 days before counseling, the fees was increased to 35 lakhs. Okay? So someone has to be prepared with such financial resources before they are ticking such colleges. So definitely those who are prepared, financially prepared, great. Deemed colleges are a very good option, providing good courses and providing good education. But you need to be prepared about the fee structure. Just for example, I've put this slide. I know it's a little cramped, but this is directly taken out from our PG medical guidebook. So the fees of dermatology, my branch, was 18 lakhs per annum in Kalinga Institute of Medical Sciences in Orissa. It varied, you can see the variation in KMC Manipal, it is 28.7 lakhs. In Bharati Vidyapeeth Pune, it's around 35 lakhs per annum, and it goes to as high as 75 lakhs per annum in the management quota itself in Santosh Medical College, Ghaziabad. Okay? So all those who are opting for deemed medical colleges, please be careful, aware about the fee structure. So our team will again be giving you the latest fee structure just before the counseling process starts, as and when it is announced by various colleges. Right, sir? Great. Then there was a lot of halagulla about this bill last year. Government is committed to making medical education more affordable in the country, and therefore a bill was passed by the central government last year where 50% of the seats in deemed and private colleges should be given at the government college fee structure itself. This was the bill that was passed. The fees for the remaining seats will also be monitored by a fee fixation committee. However, there was a lot of dynamics last year, because of which the whole counseling process was getting delayed, and finally this was not implemented last year because of the shortage of time, and the fee fixation committee could not fix. The deemed colleges had put, there were a lot of court cases pending, hearings were pending, and they were like, okay, we will not implement from last year, but this year there is a good possibility that this bill may get implemented. So if that happens, it varies the entire structure. Again, it varies the whole distribution. The cutoffs are going to vary drastically, and if something like this happens, it will definitely be beneficial to a lot of students, but there will be a lot of change. So just don't blindly follow last year's cutoffs in deemed as well. Look at what are the latest developments. So if that happens, if that is implemented, you want to add something, sir?
Yes. So when we talk about this NMC bill, hello. When we talk about the NMC bill, government has already passed this bill in the parliament. So according to government is a law basically. They need to implement in the counseling process. Government has formed one fees fixation committee as well. Since counseling process was getting delayed last year, and then there were some court cases by the deemed and private colleges on this bill. They were not in favor of this. So since counseling process was getting delayed, so they could not implement this last year. But this year we feel there are good chances, because government has already passed this bill, and even Prime Minister also has announced publicly about this bill. This is there for the UG and PG both. When we talk about the deemed colleges, as of now, deemed colleges are not giving any government quota seats. All the deemed colleges, they have the complete 100% seats are high fees only, apart from few seats in the Karnataka state counselling, where some of the deemed colleges are giving some seats in the government quota in the state counselling, but numbers are very less basically. So deemed colleges, the 100% seats are, fees are very, very high at this point of time. So if this bill comes, the 50% seats will be given with the less fees. The less fees may be in the range of, maybe, some 4 to 5 lakh rupees range. How we have government seats in the Karnataka state counselling in private college where the fees is only several lakhs. When it comes to the private colleges basically, so there are some states where the private colleges are already giving government quota seats. For example, Karnataka. So Karnataka, private colleges are already having government seats. When we talk about Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, most of the states are having some government quota seats in this in the private colleges as well. There are some states which are not having any government quota seat in the private colleges, or the percentage is not 50%. Even in Karnataka also, if we see, the percentage of seat in private college in the government quota is not 50%. It is somewhere in the range of 30%. So if this bill comes this year, if government is committed to bring this bill and implement this in the counselling process, then the seat division will change, the fee structure will change, then there will be some new dynamics. So let us see, we have some time before counselling starts, we'll get the clarity on this, whether government is implementing this or not.
So based on our understanding, we have just given, this is not an official declaration. Based on our understanding, we have displayed that if this bill comes through, this could be the possible fees and the of the seats in deemed colleges.
Yes, sir.
So,
I'll take this.
Sure, sir.
So, so when we talk about the deemed, basically there are two different types of seat. One is management and second is the NRI. Management, we have 85% seat, where the fees is fixed basically. It is ranging from again branch to branch and college to college. Start from 15 lakhs and goes up to 75 lakhs. Or some of the branch it start from 15 lakhs and goes up to 45 lakhs also. It depends. Not every branch is in the range of 75. It depends upon some branch like Dummet Radio only they have the high fees. Otherwise it varies from branch to branch. Now second is 15% NRI quota. So that comes in the picture when your rank is not very good. For example, your rank is 70,000, 80,000, 1 lakh, but still you want to get into a good college and you have the financial viability as well. You are fine with a good NRI seat in the deemed colleges. In that case, as we said, big number, almost 700 plus seats are there in the NRI quota. For the NRI quota, there are two type of people eligible. One is someone, either student himself is NRI. Okay, he is living in abroad, he's living in abroad and he's having the NRI status. Those numbers will be very, very less. Second possibility is any of the parent is NRI basically. In that case, if parents are NRI, they can sponsor. Even if that is also not there, the third possibility is you can take the NRI sponsorship as well. The NRI sponsorship, there are some rules, some terms and conditions where any of your nearest relative, the first degree relative can sponsor you. For that, there are some set of documents are required. If you have applied in the, if you want to take the NRI sponsorship, then before every round of the counselling process, the MCC will open one application where you need to send the document through the mail to the MCC. They will screen all the documents and then only they will give the approval for the NRI document. So first is we need to get the document approval from the MCC. It depends upon what kind of, the person, if the person is having the Indian passport and living in abroad, in that case we need some embassy letter for the person, embassy letter of the respective country. A person is foreign passport holder. In that case, the documents requirement will be different. So, based on the case to case, the documents will be different. We need to take the document. And we need to send to the MCC and take the approval. Now, next point is, again, when it comes to the NRI quota, again, every colleges are having different terms. Some colleges are very specific. They want money only in the USD from the sponsor account. Some colleges, they are flexible where money can be paid in Indian rupees as well. You are taking the sponsorship, but money can be paid in Indian rupees as well. And there are some colleges where we can negotiate the fee structure as well. For example, the fee structure is 50 lakhs, 60 lakhs, 70 lakhs. Even negotiation also it is possible, depends upon branch to branch, where we can negotiate the fee structure as well. If the college is having the fee structure of 70 lakh rupees, it is possible we can do the negotiation. So any further details about the NRI quota or something, if you want to get the more information, basically, you can connect with our team. We will be, case to case, we will guide you. We'll help you with that.
Thank you, sir. So, coming to the DNB hospitals, very important, very good that this has been included in MCC counselling itself. More than 2 years back, there used to be a separate DNB counselling and there used to be a lot of confusion for students. So, There are different kinds of DNB hospitals. You have good government hospitals that are running DNB courses. You have good trust hospitals, such as you have in Bangalore, you have Baptist, you have St. Martha's, which are running DNB courses. Then you have corporate hospitals, which are running DNB courses, for example, Apollo Hospital, and there are a lot of corporate hospitals that are running DNB courses. Then you have medical colleges also, which are running DNB courses. For example, you have Rajiv Gandhi Institute of Medical Sciences in Thane, Indira Gandhi Medical College in Puducherry, and many such medical colleges. So you could definitely consider this as an option. So a student who's having not a very good rank where he can get an MD/MS All India quota seats, or is not having funds for a deemed college seat, or is fixated about a rank is low but fixated about the branch, I want to take up this branch only, then for such students I would suggest that you can definitely consider DNB, but before you choose your DNB institute, please make sure you look at number of beds, what was the academic situation there, do you have doctors, professors teaching you, interact with the seniors who are already doing the course there or passed out from there, what is the clinical exposure there. You know, if a DNB hospital is providing a non-surgical field, then and if it is a private institute, there are more chances of you learning than if it is a surgical branch in a private DNB, in a corporate DNB hospital. Because in a corporate DNB hospital, you may not, as a junior doctor, as a post-graduation doctor, you may not get a lot of options or chances to literally operate on the patient and learn. So, and there are some hospitals which also, DNB hospitals, which also have a bond attached. Okay. So this is the background research that you will have to do, and our team can guide you about all the data that they have accumulated about DNB hospitals. So it's definitely worth considering. Last year and the year before last, we had 4,660 DNB seats in 2021. Last year it was 5,609. One thing is, if opt a DNB seat only if you are sure of taking it. So in the MCC counselling, if you have taken a DNB seat with the hope that maybe in the second round you will get an MD seat or an MS seat, you will get upgraded in the future rounds. But if that does not happen, then whatever fees that you have paid for the DNB course will get forfeited. So if you are sure about taking up a DNB seat, only then you opt for it, okay, or else you may end up forfeiting the fees. The annual fees is also less actually, so it's about just 1.25 lakh per annum. Now just let's look at the DNB seat matrix analysis last year. So out of the total 5,609 DNB seats, the 3-year DNB you have 3,517 seats, and the 2-year diploma in DNB you have around 1,995, and 6-year DNB course for like pediatric surgery, cardiovascular surgery and all that stuff, you have around 97 seats. Again, the good part is great chunk of seats here is from the clinical branches. You know, most of them, as you can see, are the seats in the clinical branches, and the maximum number of seats come in pediatrics, general surgery, anesthesia and general medicine again. So here it is in the ascending order. So least number of seats, so many people say, oh, I want dermatology in DNB, but the number of seats are too less. You just have 11 seats with respect to DNB in dermatology. Okay. So I hope this much understanding is clear. We have gone rather slow. So coming to the MCC counselling process in detail. So after you have done the registration, paid the security deposit, and you are opting for the MCC counselling, after you have done, you can enter the choices. Now the choices have to be entered as college, branch, you know, and you can have endless number of choices that you can enter, view them, modify them, and finally lock them. You will be given a deadline to lock your choices, after which these will be processed and seat allotment will occur. Okay. So for example, I always wanted to do dermatology. I always give this example. I wanted to do dermatology, and suppose my house is here just 2 kilometers from Bangalore Medical College. So my first option is Bangalore Medical College, dermatology. I suppose I got a very good rank, and in the first round of seat allotment, I got BMC dermatology, a very beautiful scenario. I get the seat, I report to the college, end of formalities for me. Okay? So that's the end of the counseling process. Let's look at what are the other scenarios that I may have to go through. What if I was given Mysore Medical College? Okay? I got Mysore Medical College dermatology. I was like, okay, fine, let's keep it. I'm not sure what college I may or may not get in the second round. So I report to the college, but let them know, express my willingness to upgrade, to tell them that, you know, in case I get a better seat or maybe I get BMC in second round, I would want to take it so that I can appear for the second round of counseling. The third option possibility is, say I was allotted some college in some peripheral part of Karnataka where I finally decide, hey, you know, while filling in the form or doing the online filling, I just entered this college, but no way on earth am I going to go to that college and do this course. Okay? So I was like, okay, the seat is allotted to me, I will take a free exit. I'm not going to appear, I'm not going to take the seat, but yet appear for the second round of counseling. So in the first time, if I take a free exit, then I don't lose my security deposit. Okay, the security deposit is still safe, you know. Just like they say, ek khoon maaf or ek galti maaf. So one mistake is allowed, and if a seat is not allotted at all, then also you can appear for the second round of counseling. So this was the first round of counseling. So after the first round of MCC counseling, you have the first round of state counseling, and then you can appear for the second round of the MCC counseling. Now in the second round of MCC counseling, you can register afresh, and you can, you know, those who have not registered in the first round can directly register for the second round if they wish to, whatsoever reason if they didn't register, by payment of the fees and the registration fees and the security deposit. They have to enter the choices afresh, view them, modify them, and, you know, lock them, and these choices are, you know, processed by supercomputers, and then there is a second round of seat allotment that happens. Okay? Now if I had got MMC and now I have been upgraded to BMC, I take it, I report to the college, the formalities are over for me. Now suppose I had not got a seat at all in the first round, and I have been given a seat in second round, but I decide I do not want this course or college. Okay? I do not report, I can exit the counseling yet, but I will lose the security deposit that I paid. So if I am rejecting a seat allotted to me in the second round of counseling, I will lose the security deposit. Also, one important scenario that I wish to mention is, in the first round, if you have opted for a college, say I took up Mysore Medical College in the first round with hoping that I would get upgraded in the second round, but if the upgrade does not happen, I will have to retain the seat. I cannot reject it later on. If I want to cancel the seat, I have to do it before the option filling process of the second round itself. Correct, sir? Yes. So be very careful if you are taking up a seat in the first round of counseling with an expectation to upgrade. Okay? If the upgrade doesn't happen, you should be willing to continue with the seat, or else do not take that seat in the first round. I hope I'm clear with that. Okay. So in the second round, if a seat is not allotted to you, then obviously you can continue to the third round and the fourth round of All India quota. But be very careful. So if you reject a seat in the second round, then the security deposit that you may lose may vary from 25,000 to 2 lakhs depending on what security deposit you have paid. And then you can proceed to the third round of MCC counseling. So the third round of counseling is for the remainder seats of All India quota, deemed, and central universities if remaining. Again, it's very similar to your second round, where you have to enter the choices again. One important piece of information, you can still register afresh in the third round of MCC counseling. For whatever reason, if you have not registered in the first 2 rounds, you can still register afresh and enter the choices afresh, take a seat that is allotted to you. If a seat is allotted to you and again you do not take it, you will lose the security deposit. And if no seat is allotted to you at all, then you can appear for the 4th round. Now the 4th round of counseling is the mop-up round for the deemed universities, which happens at a college level. So if you want to appear for the 4th round or the mop-up round for the deemed colleges, you should have registered by the 3rd round. No new registrations can happen at the 4th round. So the MCC will be sending a list of eligible candidates for the mop-up round at the institute level or college level mop-up round, for which you can apply. Okay? So again, a lot of bars and graphs which I don't understand, so we'll have to call in our data expert.
Thank you. So, yeah. So this is the last year's final admitted list analysis basically. So after all the rounds of counselings are over, MCC will put one list, and where they'll give the data, what is the total number of people, those who have admitted basically. So for example, after all the allotments, who all finally have taken the admission. So we have done the analysis of the same, where we can see the first analysis is based on the quota wise. So in MCC we can see we have All India quota, then we have the DNB quota, management quota, NRI, then even the Delhi University seats also are there in the same list. So in All India quota we had last year 10,766 people, those who have taken the admission. DNB 5,519. So if we see the total number was more. So means out of 11,122, only 10,076 people only taken the admission. Rest all seats were vacant. So these many seats were mostly maybe non-clinical, pre and paraclinical seats only, those were vacant. Even after conducting 5 rounds of the counseling process as well, those seats were not able to fill. So these many seats were vacant. If we minus 11,122 minus 10,766. NRE total 704 people have taken the admission. And then we have the, you can see the AMU or BHU or Jain minority. These are the respective number. Next slide, sir. Now let us understand, as we said, almost 75,000 people participate in the counseling process. Now let us understand round-wise, how was the allotment process, how was in MCC, how round-wise people have taken the admission. So the major number of people, those who have taken the admission in, the seats admitted in, it was in round 2, almost 7,999 people admitted. Mop-up round it was, then again, next was mop-up round, 6037. Round 1 we can see it was only 5811. Only 5811 people only have joined the college in the round 1. And then special stay vacancy round, there was 920 people, and stay vacancy round, 900 people. So major number of people, those who have joined the college, it was in round 2 and the round 3 in the mop-up round. Now let us understand how many people lost the security deposit in the counseling process last year. So round 2, the total allotment was 14,551. If we minus this data with the round 2 people, those who have admitted basically, total allotted versus admitted. So that is the balance number is 6,552 people lost their security deposit. Now security deposit is 25,000 in case of government colleges and 2 lakhs in case of deemed colleges. So 6,552 people is a big number, right? It was the second round. Most of the people, each and everybody was aware there is a deposit loss, but because of the not right planning or not right decision making, 6,552 people, and number is not stopping again in the third round. In third round, number was comparatively less, but 2,569 people lost their deposit. Round 4, 1,135 people lost their deposit. Round 5, 119. Even in the round 5 also 119 people did not report to the college and they lost the deposit. Now if we see the total number in this entire MCC counseling who lost the deposit was 10,375. So I have not done that calculation of how many All India quota, how many deemed. If we take the average also, 25,000 to 2 lakh rupees, maybe let us assume only 1 lakh rupees average. What is the amount will come? 10,000 into 1 lakhs, almost 100 crores. 100 crores only government has made only in the deposit amount.
Sir, one question, sir. Is there any possibility of putting our account number there?
No, so once deposit, so it is very clear cut rule basically. It is very clear cut rule. Only round 1 is free exit. Round 2, round 3, round 4, or round 5, no free exit. Only first mistake they will consider. After that, nothing will be considered. So this is the number in front of you. This kind of analysis you will not get anywhere else. Where we have seen, even we are matured people, we know the counseling process very well, but still out of 75,000, almost 15-16% people make this mistake. 10,375, and if we calculate the average number, 25,000 and 2 lakhs, almost 100 crore is lost only in the security deposit, right? So let us not make these mistakes in the counseling process. We will tell you some pointers basically what all things you need to consider when you go for the counseling process, and what all points you need to make sure so you will not make similar kind of mistakes.
PG aspirants, this is no joke. This is very, very important. Your money is at stake. So, and your career is at stake.
Right. So we are understanding this, how the people make the mistakes, for example. So if you're not doing the proper choice filling, there's one example, All India rank is 369, but the person has opted for the Ramachandra Medical College, which is a deemed medical college of Chennai, and the branch is MD Pathology. Even after getting such a good rank, where the fees of this college for the MD Pathology is 11 lakh rupees per year. Someone might say, yes, he wanted only pathology, but MD Pathology was possible in any of the India's top medical colleges with hardly few thousand fees. Why he had to pay 11 lakh rupees? So this is a clear-cut mistake. Even after getting such a rank, very good rank, because of the not proper choice filling, the wrong allotment. Second case. Next. Okay. This is very interesting basically. So there are two students basically. The student A, he got All India rank of 20,694. Student B got the All India rank of 20,902. Who is having the better rank? Student A, right? He is having slightly better rank, right? He will be given the first priority. He will get the first priority. Both got the same branch, Dermat. Both got the same college, DY Patil Medical College, Pune, DYP Pune. Both got in same round 2 only. But one student, he had to pay the fees of 67 lakh rupees per year because it was NRI quota seat. Who was having the better rank, he had opted for the NRI quota, and person category B, he will pay 50 lakh rupees per year, 17 lakh rupees less. And that was the management category. It should be ulta basically. The student who was having better rank, he should have been allotted management category seat with the less fees. We can see this is the allotment, 20,694 and 20,902. So just because of the wrong option entry, he had put the NRI quota choice above. Whereas he was having the possibility of getting the management seat also with the much lesser fees, 17 lakh rupees less. 17 into 3 is 51 lakh rupees. He could have saved 51 lakh rupees by the right option entry, right? So this is only the two different types of example. If we see the total analysis of the allotments, you will find hundreds of cases like this every year. Every year you will get the 100 different types of cases where people are making blunders in the choice filling, people are making blunders in the right decision making. Counseling is all about making the right decision basically, how to do the proper choice filling, how to coordinate between MCC and state quota counseling process, how to make the right decision. That is what is very, very important. That is what will get you the best possible seat. So I hope you got this slide is clear.
Yeah, so this is something very, very intriguing. I mean to say, just look at those two ranks, 20,690 and 20,009. Imagine, I don't even know if there would be a difference in the marks both of them had got. But at the end of their course, the difference that they have paid to complete the same course from the same college in the same batch is 50 odd lakhs. Utne mein mera dermatology clinic set up ho jata. So very, very important guys. Small mistakes, large price to pay. So just to summarize everything, Vikram sir will explain with his experience.
So one very important point before you go for the counseling process, it is very important for you to have the clarity on the branch part basically. Okay. I can see many doctors, they are still very confused. They have some, 3-4 options, and then still, sometimes they say, yes, I will go for this branch, I will not go for this branch. And people later, after getting the seat, when we are seeing such a big number, where 10,000 plus people lost their deposit because they are not very clear with the choices, what choices exactly they want. So they go for the counseling process. After getting the seat, they decide, no, they do not want basically. This is why this kind of, the mistakes are happening. So clarity on the branch is very, very important. You need to be very clear about your branches. If you're not very clear, you have still I believe at least 1 month time you'll be having for the counseling process. Okay. If it is starting early, then it is a bad luck. But yes, if it is starting by next 1 month, so you need to have the clarity on the branch. For that, we are doing the second session in the afternoon time, where we have called doctors from the different colleges and branches. They'll be guiding you basically how to select the right branch. That will be very, very helpful for you. And when it comes to the counseling process, now, for example, now you're clear with the counseling process. Now you're clear with the branch, what branch you want. So when we talk about the MCC counseling process, where major 50% seats are there only in the MCC. So we have the common option entry for all type of seat. For example, first is All India quota. All the All India government colleges will be the same option entry. All the deemed colleges also will be the same option entry. All the DNB hospitals also will be in the same option entry. Even diploma seats also will be the same option entry. So you need to do the common option entry. Means someone is having a rank of 20,000, for example, or 18,000. Now there are possibilities they may get some All India quota seats also, and they may get some deemed colleges also. But how to set the right order, the priority, that is very, very important. So when you have almost 12,000 plus choices in the single window to fill, in that case you need to be very, very clear what should be the right order of the colleges according to your preferences. Then when it comes to the All India quota, it depends. People take the decision based on the bonds, based on the stipends, and based on the college information. So what kind of bond that particular college is having, what is the stipend, and whether that particular college is good for this branch or not. I am opting for the, for example, Baroda Government Medical College, or I'm opting for the Mandya Medical College. So I'm opting for the surgery, whether that particular college is good for the surgery or not, right? Or do I have some better options for the surgery, some other college? So that information is very, very crucial. Then when we talk about the deemed colleges, so deemed colleges, the fee structure is different for all the colleges in branch to branch. Some college for the same branch may have the fee structure of 20 lakhs, some college may have the fee structure of 25 lakhs, right? So the fee structure, again, is a dynamic fee. Every year the deemed colleges, most of the deemed colleges, there are very few deemed colleges, those who do not do the major changes in the fee structure. Otherwise, most of the colleges, they keep changing their, every year there will be some, some 5-10% increment, right? So we need to make sure before we go for the option entry, the fee structure of the deemed colleges play the important role. And when we talk about the cutoff, for example, so some particular college is having the fee structure of 20 lakh rupees last year, and this year they are putting the fee structure of 25 lakhs. Suddenly they increase the fees of 5 lakhs. Then again there will be impact on the cutoff as well. Reporting of round 1 decision is very, very important. So as sir said, once you report to any college in round 1 and you have applied for the upgradation, and if you do not get upgrade by any chance, you cannot vacate that seat after the round 2 result is out. Okay. So once seat is allotted in round 1, you need to be very careful before the joining decision should be taken with very, you need to be very careful. If you are very, very sure about that seat, then only you should report to that college. If you are not, for example, if you are not very sure about that particular college and there are less possibility of getting the upgradation, then in that case you should avoid the reporting. You should wait for the round 2. Now, when we talk about the All India quota upgradation, it is very easy because All India quota generally fees are very, very less, right? But when we talk about the deemed colleges, the reporting, the upgradation decision is very, very important. For example, you have reported to any particular college in the round 1 where the fee structure is 30 lakh rupees per year. And you have opted for the upgradation for some better college with a less fee structure. Now in the round 2, you got upgraded to a better college with some fee structure of 25 lakh rupees or 27 lakh rupees, 2, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, 5 lakhs you're saving basically. Now, as soon as round 2 result is out, you will be getting hardly 1 week time for the reporting, 1 week to 8 days time for the reporting. If you are not able to, and now when it comes to the upgradation, in deemed colleges, most of the colleges, they have these terms and clauses, they will be refunding fees only after 15 days to 1 month time. Some colleges even have the clauses of 1 month also. Some colleges are having clauses of 15 days. So if they take the time of 15 days to refund your fees, and you need to report only in the 7 days time. They will give you a document back. They will give you the relieving letter, but fees they may take time. In such cases, you need to have extra money arranged to pay for the next round college. If many people make this mistake where they do not have the proper financial planning, they get particular college, they apply for the upgradation, and now because of the not proper financial planning, they are not able to pay to the next college because first round college is not returning on the time. They lose the first round seat also because that seat has been already upgraded, cancelled, upgraded to a new seat, and they are not able to report to the second round college as well. So they lose both the seat, and they lose 2 lakhs also. This is how the 10,000 plus number is made, right? So it is very, very important. This is also one of the major factor. Then joining MCC round 2 seat or wait for the state quota round 2 or round 3. See how the counseling process works: MCC round 1, state round 1, MCC round 2, state round 2. Many people, what they do, for example, generally when we see in the state quota, most of the state quota, round 2 cutoffs are generally better. Round 1 generally cutoff will be very, very tough, right? Round 2 only the cutoffs relax, you know, or you have chances of getting a better seat in the round 2. So whether you should wait for the state quota round 2 to get a better seat, or you should take any seat in state MCC round 2 only and close the counseling. Once you report to any seat in MCC round 2, the counseling is closed for you. You cannot participate after that in any counseling. So that decision is also very, very important, whether to take the seat in MCC round 2 and close the counseling, or take the risk of waiting for the state quota round 2 or MCC round 3. So all this decision making, it depends upon case to case. Basically, what is your rank, what kind of branch you are looking for, what kind of fee structure you are looking for, what is the possibility of getting the seat in next round. If we wait, can we get the better seat, can we get the less fees? So all those decisions, we need to be careful, we need to understand the data, and then we need to take it. Now, how MCC and state quota are working, basically, after 2 rounds of MCC counseling process, MCC will make one list and they'll be sharing that list with the state quota. These many people have already reported to college, so they cannot participate for the state quota. Same way, after 2 rounds of state quota counseling also, even all the state governments, they need to make one list. These many people have already joined the colleges and they cannot participate for the MCC round 3. So vice versa, earlier how it was, many people, they were joining MCC round 2 seat. And when they see there are good number of seats available in the MCC round 3, they were able to participate in the MCC round 3 also, and they will leave the MCC round 2, state round 2 seat, and they'll join the MCC round 3. But that is not possible now. After 2 rounds of counseling process, see, you can participate MCC round 1, state round 1, and the MCC round 2. These first 3 rounds, each and everybody is eligible to participate. First 3 rounds you can try. But after first 3 rounds, MCC round 1, state round 1, and MCC round 2, after that you need to take the call. You want to hold any seat and close the counseling process, or go for the next round. But you cannot hold a seat and you can go for the next round. So MCC and state, they both will share the data with each other, and they'll make sure there is no blocking of the seats. So these are the few important points, which you should consider before you go for counseling and when you do the choice filling. There are many other points which depends upon, again, every year rules keep changing, and we need to be very careful. So based on your marks, based on your rank, what should be your strategy, what should be your planning for choice filling, we can discuss in person. So choice filling and option entry plays a very, very important role.
Great. So thank you, sir, for those pearls of advice from your experience of guiding so many students, PG aspirants over the years. So how will you select which college? I am from Bangalore Medical College. I passed out my PG from CMC Vellore. You can ask me. I can give you an understanding about how BMC runs, or used to run 10 years back, how Christian Medical College Department of Dermatology used to run 10 years back. But to understand various medical colleges across the country from the horse's mouth, from the students who have studied there and passed out from there. So again, the entire team has strived to get to interview candidates from different medical colleges across the country and pool them on a single platform of our YouTube channel. So you can definitely have a look at these videos and create your own, rank for, these are your option 1, option 2. Try, I'm saying this is the era of information technology. Get in touch with people. You have social media. It's way, way, way easy through WhatsApp groups, through emails, through Facebook, through Instagram to connect with people. Do not waste time. Use the next 3 to 4 weeks crucially to connect with as many people as possible. These will be your connections for life. These will be life-changing connections, life-changing decisions, and utilize portals such as these to make a more informed choice. Okay? So first round of Q&A, quickly, if any of you have any doubts with the whatever was discussed so far, we will have a live Q&A session, after which we will discuss the state counseling. If any of you are too shy to ask questions live, you can always walk into the cubicles outside and get a one-on-one clarification with the team of
So we'll take few doubts, and after that we'll start with the state quota counseling process. So any doubts about the MCC so far, whatever we have discussed?
Any questions?
So everyone is very clear? They understood each and everything?
Yes,
Yes,
sir. Can someone help with the mic?
Recently, there was a news. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Recently, there was a news that there is a proposal to combine the single window counseling in MCC, that is state as well as the
Yes.
All India quota. Is it possible? Any possibility?
So basically, sir, NMC has drafted one new bill. How they have drafted the NMC fees guideline bill last year. This year they have drafted one bill where they are proposing there should be common counselling for the MCC and the state counselling. Both should be so both should be done by the MCC only. So there should not be separate counselling for the state quota. Government is already NMC is already discussing with multiple states. Okay, they are discussing on that. But this process is very, very complex because every state is having the different types of reservation, different types of the different types of quota, different types of process. So it is not very high. I believe this year, so definitely it is not possible. Still they have already started discussing with all the state government. They have said recently there was a news on this. They said if all the states agrees to come on the single windows, on the single board, then they will start the counselling process. But there are lots of challenges to it. For example, when we talk about the Karnataka counselling process are different, the documents are different, and especially for the state quota, you need to verify the documents in advance. See, MCC counselling process, it is very simple. You have reservation only based on the caste or based on disability. And we have the EWS category, which is based on the financial situation. So number of reservations are very, very less. When it comes to the state quota, we have almost some 20 to 25 different types of categories based on the, so we have linguistic minority, we have religious minority. And for all those things, you need to first verify the documents. Otherwise, for example, anybody will say, I belong to Telugu minority. He'll take the seat, but when he goes for the reporting, if documents are not perfect, lots of seat will get cancelled, right? So number of every round, so every round there will be lots of cancellation. As of now, we can see even the counselling process is simple, but still we can see 10,000 plus people have not reported. Basically, they lost the deposit. So in that case, the more number of cancellation will come. The second issue is last year Karnataka counselling was delayed for almost 2 months' time because of the in-service quota case. Government was having different number of in-service seats. They have revised the number of seats for the in-service quota last year. For in-service people, they have filed a case in the court. For 2 months, Karnataka round 1, round 2 was round 1. Karnataka counselling did not start. At the same time, MCC has completed almost round 1 and round 2 was already started. When MCC round 2 was going on, till that Karnataka was not able to complete even round 1 as well. So right now, till this time, since all the states are having different counselling, only Karnataka was impacted. But if all the counselling portals are coming on the single portal, if any one state is having the issue, if any one state is having such kind of case, entire India counselling will be stopped for 2 months. Understood? The second, that is the drawback. If all the states are combining the counselling, if any one state is having any issue, the entire India, all the counselling need to stop for 1 or 2 months time. So that is a big loss. So there are many practical challenges which government need to deal with it. They need to seek, how to deal with these challenges. Then only they'll be able to implement. So this year, definitely I feel they won't be able to implement this.
Thank you.
Next year, yes, it depends again if all the states agrees for the same.
Thank you.
Next question, please. Yes, the gentleman in checks.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in the round 1, I got the seat and I reported the college, and I opted for the second round. So in the second round also, the seats are same, so there is no upgradation. But I am not willing to go to college. So what are the consequences after that? So if I want to leave that college,
So all the 3 years fees you need to pay. You need
All
to
the
pay
3
all the
years.
3 years fees, and if the college is having any course discontinuation bond, basically, you need to pay that as well. Okay,
Okay.
any penalty. Because after the round 2 result is declared, and if you're not able to get upgrade, in that case, there'll be rule key, you cannot vacate that seat. And you will not be able to participate in any of the state quota counselling also, because MCC is going to generate one list after the round 2 result. After the round 2 reporting is over, if these many people have reported to college. So your name will be forwarded to all the state quota also. So you cannot participate even in the state quota. You need to pay all the 3 years fees, write the NEET again next year, and appear again.
Sir, one more question. Sir, in the MCC quota round 2, so I opted and I got the seat. So, and if I want to go for straight round, so sir, I am not clear with that concept, sir. Between
if MCC round 2, if any seat is allotted basically, so you have 2 options. Either you like the seat or you do not like the seat. If you do not like the seat, then first of all, you should be clear even before the option 90, but if, for example, you made the mistake. So if you're not reporting, the setback is, the drawback is you will lose your deposit. But if you're not reporting, you are eligible for the state quota round 2. You can participate for the next round. And if you're fine with the seat, then if you feel, yeah, I'm happy with the seat, I do not want to wait further, then you're reporting. Once you report to the round 2 of MCC, your counselling is over. You cannot participate for the state quota round 2 or neither further rounds. Upgradation is always allowed from first round to second round. After second round, once you report, counselling is over, you cannot upgrade further.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
If I get a seat in round 1 and if I join the college and wish to upgrade, and in state counseling, if I get my desired college in first round only, so how to proceed? Because I would have paid the fees and I would have given.
So for example, MCC round 1 you have joined some college, state round 1 you have been allotted a seat. Now you feel, yes, I'm happy with this seat. So in that case, you can resign that round 1 seat of MCC. So there will be one resignation window will be opened by the MCC. In that window will start immediately after the round 1 result of state is out. Within next 2-3 days, MCC will open the resignation window. You can go to the college and you can take your fees back.
And documents?
They will give back. They will give back.
Sir, and if I wish to upgrade, if I join the college in first round and if I wish to upgrade, so do I have to do choice filling again or?
Yeah, so MCC every round the fresh option entry is there. Whatever options you have entered in round 1, those will be null and void. It will be clear screen. You need to enter the options again in every round.
So I need not enter my first round college again in the option entry.
Yeah, because that you have already reported to that college, so no need to enter that college again.
So whichever college I want to upgrade?
Upgrade, only those colleges.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Yes.
My branch is clear. The branch name is. Oh, sorry. I'm pressing the opposite side. Okay. Branch is confirmed, no doubt. Of course, rank is also known. So many colleges in our country, right? So how to choose a good for that branch, good college for that branch? In addition to whatever sir said, right? So you can discuss with the people who study there, I mean through friends or already seniors, all those things. That is very, very limited. Subject. You cannot talk, I mean, how many people we can contact and
right.
So is there any good criteria or means that how to get to know the good college for that particular rank, for that branch, parking aside the fee structure separately? So only the standard wise I'm talking about, just ignoring the fee structure.
Right. So definitely, this is one of the biggest confusion for most of the people, biggest doubt for most of the people, right? For example, if I ask about any particular college, I talk to 2 different students, those 2 different students might have the different opinion basically, right? Some student may be very happy, some student may be, no, this college is definitely not good, what we see, definitely there is no proper solution for this. Government is, not giving any proper ranking or something. This is all based on basically what you need to do is you need to start evaluating your seat, when we have this free time. For example, if counseling is starting in the month of April and or May, for example, you have this 1 month time. So we need to start our homework right from now. It's not like only when the counseling start, we are waking up that time only we are starting. So for example, my rank is 18,000. So approximately I'll be having some idea. These are the possibilities. These are the some 20, 30 different colleges. These are some different branches which I may get it basically. Then after evaluating your options, okay, these are the basic options. These are the maybe some 30, 40 options which are possible for me, for my rank to get allotted, and this is what I have the interest. Then what we can do, we can try to connect with as many as people. Okay, so it is not only talking to 1 or 2 people. We have database of each and every year, with where so we have spoke to the even we team of medical mentor has made one rank based on our experience, based on talking to the multiple people. So we have made the ranking of each and almost south states. We have all the states. Northern states we do not have data of all the colleges, but south state we have made the ranking of all the branch wise. For example, general surgery in Karnataka, ranking of government college, ranking of private college, ranking of deemed colleges. And every year we keep revise that as well, based on talking to the people, based on our feedbacks, based on the, what is the cutoff and all those. And the best thing is, if someone want to be very, very sure, they need to make sure at least they talk to some 5-6 people. There are many people, what they do, they just, we have seen many parents where they take one month time at their room, each and every college. For example, they have option of 20 colleges, so they will roam to all the 20 colleges. Entire family will be traveling to those colleges, and they'll try to see the college, they'll talk to the people, right? That may sometimes help you, sometimes may confuse you also, basically, when you talk to the multiple. But the best way is, we can find some time and let us talk to at least some 5-6 different people, so we get the clarity about that particular college. And with the experience of our, by talking to the multiple PG student, by taking their feedbacks, by our own research through the NMC website, even we have done some analysis based on the number of beds available, how many units are there, basically. So even we have made some ranking. Even those ranking also, someone do not want to this kind of tedious homework of visiting all the colleges, talking to so many people. If they are not able to get the context, we can help you with that. And sometime for finalizing some options, even we support with, for example, if you want to talk to some particular senior of that particular college, we have, contact of almost each and every colleges, at least in the southern India, where we can we can pass on the numbers also. For example, if you want to talk to any PG of last year in particular college, in particular branch, so we can get you the numbers and you can talk to them and you can take the feedback. So this is how we can, basically try to zero down the colleges.
Okay. But there is no recommended reliable website.
Sir, no,
Sir,
there is no such, as I said, again, it differs from opinions, may differs from, people to people, right? So we have made the ranking of each and, every college, at least for all the South India, okay. That will be helpful for you. And for the All India quota government colleges, we have made the ranking on based on how many years the college is old, basically. Then feedbacks, so we have taken the feedbacks of the PGs also. So that may help, at least up to the, I would say 80-90%, those rankings will be definitely able to help you. If someone want to deep dive in more details, then we can get you the contact details of the PGs, those who are already studying there.
So ranking is very, just to add to what Vikram sir said, it's very subjective. Although AIMS Delhi may be a much better college than Bangalore Medical College, Bangalore, but if I stay just, few meters from here and I have a family to look after in certain situations, I would still prefer to stay back here. Or if I'm crazy about doing it from an AIMS tag, I would definitely take that extra effort, travel there and do. So I think from a generic level, ranking of colleges is very tough to give, although there are some proposals where NMC is planning to give some kind of a star rating.
Yeah, so NMC has made one more answer is for this is, one rating board has NMC has already made, basically. Earlier there was no rating system, so NMC has made different boards, where one of the board is rating board, basically. So rating board is working on this. They will give the ratings to the colleges, but on what parameters, how they will do it, how they will do, that is not very clear, basically. So whether they'll give according to branches or, so that is not very clear. It will take some time, I think, for those data to come in.
So I think use the information available and connect with as many people as possible. I think that's the best way. And rather than choosing in narrowing down on a particular institution, remove options, things that are, that will help you reduce the number of choices. Say what is not acceptable to you, at least rule out those options, so it brings you closer to a set number of colleges. Okay, shall we proceed with this?
We'll go with the state quota.
State quotas. Okay.
So we'll talk about the state quota counseling process in some time. So we were able to take limited queries, limited questions, but if you want to have the one-to-one session with our NEET counseling experts based on your marks, based on your rank, based on your case, we have counters outside. After this seminar is over, you can talk to our experts as well. If you're not able to take the session today, even you can drop into our office any point of time. We are based in Baswangudi, or if you're staying in some other cities, you can take the session over the phone or through the video call as well. Right? So before I start the state quota counseling process, let me give you how we team of Medical Mentor can help you, basically. As one of the parents asked, basically how to zero down the colleges, right? So there are two different phases. One is from the today, for example, if we start till the counseling starts. So what all homework we need to do? So the we team of Medical Mentor, the first thing is we can make sure ki you get the complete information of the medical counseling. So we will make sure you get the, according to your case, everybody is having the different requirement, different rank. So for your case, what kind of counseling knowledge is required, we'll give you that counseling knowledge, we'll give you the possibilities basically. Then the documents are very, very important. So before you go for the counseling process, you need to make sure you have all the documents ready with you. So we will give you the document checklist, and then our team will be verifying all the documents, whether you have them in the right format. If you're missing something, we will give you the list. These are the documents you need to make it. So we'll help you with the document verification. And if you're not very clear on the branch part, we can connect you with the multiple doctors as well. We are doing a session. Even after that session, if you want to connect with some doctors who can guide you about the branch selection, who can give you the pros and cons of the branch, you want to have a one-to-one interaction, we can help you with that as well. So we will do all the homework which is required before the counseling starts. So we do not make any mistakes, we do not suffer after the counseling starts. So we will make sure the homework is done before the counseling starts. That is part 1. The part 2 is, once the counseling notification is out, once the seat matrix is out, once the fee structure is out, so how to shortlist the eligible counseling in the colleges. For example, can you participate only in the MCC and your own state, or can you participate in the multiple states? There are different states which is having different types of fee structure. If you are not having chances of getting any particular seat in your own state, if you apply to the other state, there is a possibility you can get a better seat there as well. For example, in Andhra Pradesh, which is our neighboring state, we have the fee structure of only 8 lakh rupees per year in a private college. If you are not getting a very good college in Karnataka, for example, for your rank, and there is a possibility of getting in AP with the fees of 8 lakh rupees only, you can participate there as well. Seats are open. We have some of the good colleges in Tamil Nadu also, for example, in the private colleges. If you do not get any very good college in Karnataka or in your own state, you can participate in Tamil Nadu as well. So how to shortlist the eligible counseling? Where all, I remember one case, last year we had a case who was, that doctor was very particular, she wanted only the radio. And her rank was somewhere around some 8 to 9,000 basically. So, and she did not want to spend much money also. Her limit was only, max to max I can go up to the 10 to 11 lakh rupees fees, not more than that. And her rank was some 8 to 9,000 rank. Okay. And she wanted to go into good college as well. She was basically from Tamil Nadu. Tamil Nadu, most of the seats are reserved only for the in-service candidates, because 50% seats are reserved only for the in-service. So at 8,000, definitely there is no chance she will get the radio. In Karnataka also, it was tough to get a radio. If she was getting not maybe very good colleges, very low graded medical colleges, we helped her to applying in the Andhra Pradesh. Andhra Pradesh, she got one of the very good private medical college with a fees of 8 lakh rupees in radio, which she never imagined. First round she got the general medicine, second round she got the upgrade to radio, which she never thought of. She can think of even Andhra Pradesh, when she was only having the idea, I need to participate only in the MCC or only in the Tamil Nadu. I do not have any other options basically, right? So we will give you those ideas basically, which all counseling you can participate for your rank and which all colleges you can go for. Then once we shortlist the counseling in colleges, our medical mentor team will be giving you the complete handholding, how to do the application filling, documentation, choice filling, how to make the right decision, how to shift between the counseling of MCC and state quota. The complete handholding will be given to you, and we'll make sure you take the right decision through this entire process. You do not make any mistakes till you select your final medical college. Okay, so for this we have a mentorship program. I'll be explaining you about this mentorship program at the end, once we discuss the state quota counseling process. Our mentorship program is valid for the 2 years. So if someone enrolls this year, basically, so we are giving services even for the next year. If you're not getting allotted seat this year, with the same mentorship program, same fees, you can take the services for the 2 years, 12-24 as well. Now let us talk about the state quota counseling process. So when we talk about the state quota, generally there are 2 different types of seats. The 50% seats of the government colleges and the 100% seats of the private colleges. Any state which is conducting counseling, they'll be having the 50% seats of the government colleges, because 50% is already gone to the AIQ, balance 50% and 100% seat of the respective states' private colleges. Karnataka is a state where some of the deemed colleges also giving government quota seat. Now, when we talk about the state quota counseling process, every state is having the different criteria. For example, if you talk about the Karnataka, there are different clauses. If somebody has studied for more than 10 years in Karnataka, from 1st to 12th, then they are eligible. Someone completed MBBS from Karnataka, even they are eligible. Maybe for example, someone belongs to Tamil Nadu, but he or she has completed his MBBS from Karnataka, so even they are eligible for the government seat. If we talk about Tamil Nadu, they have the different clauses. The student should be native of Tamil Nadu, irrespective of wherever that person has studied. If you go to Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, they have the different clauses. So for the government seat, every state government has defined different clauses. But when it comes to the private college, private seat, so when we talk about every state, all the states, the private colleges are having different types of categories. For example, in Karnataka, private colleges, we have 4 different types of categories of seat. Government seats, private seats, management quota and RA quota. Tamil Nadu, they have the 3 different types of category. Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, they have the 3 different types of category. So private college, private seat, where the fee structure ranging from some 7-8 lakh rupees per annum, it goes up to 20-25 lakh rupees per annum. These are the states which are there on the screen. These states are open to all. Means these states, anybody from any part of the India can participate. For example, you are from Karnataka, you want to participate in Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, you can participate in those colleges, private college, private seat, not the government colleges. Government colleges, 50% seat will be there only for the respective state quota people. If you are able to satisfy the terms and conditions of the government quota, in that case, yes, you can participate for the government quota as well. For example, someone is basically from UP or from Tamil Nadu. They have studied from Karnataka. So they can participate for the government seat of Karnataka because they did MBBS in Karnataka. And Tamil Nadu is having the nativity rule. So they can participate for the 50% seat of the government seat of Tamil Nadu also. In that case, they can participate for both the states. So likewise, first of all, we need to understand which all counseling we are eligible. And these are the states which are open state. Anybody from any part of the India can participate. When we talk about the major type of reservation in the Karnataka state counseling process, so these are the major type of reservation. We have reservation based on the caste. So OBC categories, we have further subcategories. We have 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B and category 1. There are total 5 different types of categories we have. Then we have the SC, ST category. Based on the physical disability, so we have horizontal reservation for the physical disability, means for every category. There are some 41 seats are there, which are there for the physical disability in Karnataka. EWS quota, this year Karnataka may implement. As of now, we do not have any, till last year 2022, EWS reservation was not there in the Karnataka state counseling process. Government has just made some amendment where they have scrapped the reservation of the 2B category for the Muslim category people. But yes, so for that purpose, they may implement the EWS category this year in the counseling process. We have reservation for based on the area, SK quota, Hyderabad, Karnataka quota, we have a separate seats reserved. Based on the nationality, we have management, we have this NRE quota seats. Based on the language, so we have linguistic minority quota also. So Tamil, Telugu, Tulu and Kodwa, these are the minority. Out of that, only Tamil, Telugu and Tulu is active. There are some colleges which belong to the minority. For example, MVJ Medical College, Tamil Minority Medical College. Vedahi, Akas, Oxford, Subaya, these all belong to the Telugu Minority College. We have AJ Medical College in Bangalore, Srinivasa, they belong to the Tulu Minority College. Now someone who has studied 10 years in the Karnataka, from 1st class to 12th class, they are eligible for the Tulu minority. Not, for example, someone from Tamil Nadu cannot come and say, my mother tongue is Tamil, I want to participate. No, it is not possible. So for that, condition is 10 years study in the Karnataka. So these are the linguistic minority colleges where particular number of seats are reserved only for the respective minority people. Their competition is less, cut-off goes high, so even you have the better chances of getting a seat. Now, next is religious minority quota. So we have Christian minority quota for Father Muller Medical College. We have St. John's Medical College where for the RC category, Roman Catholics, we have the reservation. College like CMC Vellore, they have the minority quota for the Christian minority, those who belong to the Protestant. Then we have the in-service quotas. In-service quota is there almost for each and every state. Those who have worked at the government hospital for the particular years, every state is having the different rules and regulations. In Karnataka, we are not giving any extra bonus marks, but we are having certain set of seat reserved. Tamil Nadu, they are giving 50% seat, also reservation, and even they are giving extra bonus marks also. So every state will have the different rules. Now when we talk about the state quota counseling process, every state differs basically. Every state quota counseling process is different. For example, state like Karnataka, Kerala, Maharashtra, we have single application. There are no multiple applications. Only single application is there. Only one application form, one counseling. But state like Maharashtra, AP, Telangana, state like Tamil Nadu, AP, Telangana, we have 2 different application forms. For government quota, different application form. For management quota, different application form. Even the counseling also will be different. You need to apply separately for the government quota, for management quota separately. And even the option entry, the entire counseling process also will be separate. Again, as I said, conditions, the eligibility for the counseling, if you want to discuss in person, we will be happy to tell you basically based on case to case. I will not discuss much in detail. So these are the few classification of the how many total number of colleges we have in every state. And the types of categories of seats also it varies from state to state. For example, if you go to the AP and Telangana, they have Government quota, management quota separately. In management quota also they have 3 different types of seat. S1, S2 and S3. S1 category, for example, fees is 8 lakhs. S2 category, they have NRE quota where fees is 50 lakhs. And they have something called as institute quota, where if college give you the recommendation letter, you will get the seat. So they have this, for example, based on that, they have some seat reserved only for the college, where college will give you the recommendation letter. For example, they have one seat in radio for the institute quota. So to whomever they want to give the seat, they can give it basically. So they'll give the recommendation letter. That letter you need to give in the counseling process. You need to apply in the S3 category, and you can get the seat through the institute quota. Obviously, they charge very hefty money for that. That is a different story. But yes, there are some seats reserved for the institute quota in the AP and Telangana. So someone is having not very good rank and they want only particular branch, particular college, they can take the institute quota directly from the college. Okay. But for that also counseling will be there. It is not there is a direct allotment. Through the counseling you can get the seat. So it depends upon state to state. Every state is having the different types of seat division, different types of counseling process. Now if we talk about the KEA basically, specifically only about the Karnataka state quota counseling process. So we have 23 government colleges, we have 29 private colleges, and there are 6 deemed colleges which give few seats. If last year if we see the total, how the seats were divided, 1,115 government seats were there, 279 in-service seats and 41 PWD seats were there. Private seats we had 1188 and the management NRE quota both including it was 594. Now when we talk about the types of private college in Karnataka, we have 3 different types of colleges: minority, non-minority and the state university. So minority college we have already discussed, linguistic and religious minority. State university we have 4 different colleges: SDM Dharwad, Adi Chunchanagiri, KBN Gulbarga and the MS Ramaiah Medical College. These are the 4 colleges which come under state university. Now how these colleges, they have the seat division, let us understand that. So every private college will have the 4 different types of seat. Government college, single fee structure, no division. Deemed colleges, they give government quota seat with the 7 lakh rupees fee structure. But private colleges will be having 4 different types of categories: private college government seat, private college private seat, NRE quota and the management quota. Now how these seats are divided basically? So any non-minority college, they'll be giving 33% seat in the government quota, 15% NRE quota, 10% management quota. Balance 42% seat will be divided like 21% GMP and 21% will be open to all. Anybody from any part of the India can participate. But any linguistic or religious minority college, they'll be giving only 20% seat in the government quota. They will not give the 33%. They'll give only 20% seat in the government quota. 15% NRE, 10% management remains the same. So it becomes 35%. Balance is, after 35, it balances 65%. So balance 65% seat will be divided like this. 66% of those seats will be given for the only religious and linguistic minority college, and balance 34% will be divided, 17% for the GMP and 17% for the open category. Any private university like SDM, Ramaiah, they'll be giving 40% seat in the government quota, 15% NRE, 10% management remains the same. Balance 40% will be like GMP and open category. Now, if NMC bill comes, we can see the percentage of seat is 33%, 20% and 40%. NMC bill says it should be 50%. So if this is happening this year, then the number of seats in the private category will be less. More number of seats might shift to the government quota. Now, what is the fee structure for the colleges? So any clinical branch for the government college, the fee structure is 1,13,000. Non-clinical, the fee structure is 38,900 to 63,900, again depend upon branch to branch. Any private college or deemed college government quota fees is 7,13,000. Only KMC, Manipal and Mangalore, these are the 2 colleges which are giving government quota seat in the state counseling, but what fee structure they charge, it is high. They are not giving the 7 lakh fees. They are charging same fees what they are charging in MCC counseling of 25, 26, 27, 28, that kind of fee structure. Okay. Now private college, private quota, non-minority college, they are charging 11.5 lakhs. Minority college, they are charging 12.5 lakhs. Except those 4 state universities. State universities, they have right to decide their own fee structure for the private college, private quota. So state universities, they always have the high fees. They are not having the same fees of 11.5 or 12.5. SDM Dharwad, Adi Chunchanagiri, Ramaiah, they have fee structure ranging from 18 lakhs to 50 lakh rupees per year because they decide the fee structure by their own. NRE and management quota, again it depends upon college to college and branch to branch, start from 15 lakhs and goes up to 1.30 crore also, depends upon. There are many colleges which are charging even 70 lakhs, 80 lakhs, 90 lakhs, 1 crore per annum fees as well. Management quota also, the similar kind of fee structure. Now when we talk about the state quota counseling process, it is completely different from the MCC. The rules and regulations will be different, the process will be different. In MCC counseling process, you do not have any document verification. It is directly registration, and after that you need to pay the security deposit and you can go for the choice filling. But in state counseling process, since we have multiple different types of categories, reservation, that is the reason they have the one more added step of document verification as well. So every state quota, first step is registration, then there will be one document verification. So for example, Karnataka, we are doing offline verification, but other states, they are doing online document verification. In that case, you need to upload your documents online. Some states, they ask you to send the document through the courier and they'll be verifying. In Karnataka, we have offline verification. So we need to verify the documents. After document verification, they'll be publishing one merit list where they'll be giving the complete list. For example, in Karnataka, we had last year 6,800 people, but not everybody participated, right? Only 3,000 something participated. So they'll verify all the document, then they'll publish one merit list. And once the merit list is declared, if your name is then there in the merit list, then only you can participate in the counseling process. Otherwise, so document verification is very, very important. What all categories, what all benefits you want to avail, you need to make sure you have the right format of the document. For example, in Karnataka, for any particular branch, GM category cutoff may be in the range of 7 to 8,000. But for same branch, same college in 2A category or category 1, which is type of OBC, cutoff may be instead of 8 to 10,000, maybe in the range of 16 to 18,000. There is a huge shift in the ranking, right? Because category to category, number of people also will vary. So the document verification plays a very, very important role. You need to submit the right set of document. Then only you will be able to take the benefit of the same. Once merit list is out, then they'll be declaring the seat matrix. Seat matrix, again I said, since we have the limited number of seats, the roster also keep changing. Maybe last year, particular college, BMC Medical College was having 5 seats in the general, for the general surgery in the general merit. Maybe this year they may have only 3 seats, or even seats are more. So the roster will keep changing every year. We need to see this year for the particular category, what are the total number of seats available, right? So we need to analyze the seat matrix properly. Then if any change in the fee structure, government will be announcing the fee structure as well. So fee structure file also will be declared. And once the fee structure, seat matrix, merit list, everything is out, the option entry will start. Now, how the option entry or Karnataka state counseling process works. So, like MCC, there is no limit for the option entry. Whatever options you want to enter, you want to put n number of options, you can put the multiple different types of options. You want to put all the options, it is yes, it is allowed. Now, only one difference between MCC and state quota is, whatever options you have entered in round 1, the same options will be there for the round 2. You cannot add any colleges in round 2. Whereas in MCC, you have option of doing the fresh option entry in every round. KEA do not allows that. KEA allows you to do the option entry only once. Whatever options you have entered in round 1, same options will be carried forward to the round 2. You cannot add any colleges. You can reorder the colleges or you can delete the colleges, but you cannot add the colleges. Clear? Second clause. KEA is not asking you for any security deposit. They are not, so directly it is only the registration fees. But in round 2 of the counseling process, you need to deposit your document in the KEA office. And if you are getting a seat in round 2 of KEA counseling, and if you are not taking the seat, there is a penalty of 1 lakh rupees. So you need to pay the 1 lakh rupees, then only your document will be given back. Otherwise, they will not give a document back. Okay. So there is a penalty of 1 lakh rupees in the KEA counseling also in the round 2 of the counseling process. Now, how many rounds will be there? Total 3 rounds will be there. 2 rounds will be online and 3rd round will be basically offline. That will be happening in the KEA office, and even after that, if seats remains vacant, the seats will be forwarded to the respective colleges. Those are mostly management quota seats, and college will conduct one more round of counseling process. Now, in MCC we have this rule: if you take clinical, non-clinical, anything after the round 2, you are out of the counseling process. But in KEA, there is one more facility. For example, in round 1 or round 2, you have taken the non-clinical branch. It is not a clinical branch. So you can hold that non-clinical branch and you can try to upgrade for the clinical in mop-up round. You cannot upgrade for the clinical to clinical, but non-clinical to clinical upgradation in mop-up round is possible. Okay. And in second round, okay, let us understand that point in next slide. Okay, so we'll try to understand how the Karnataka counseling process works, how it is different from the MCC counseling process. So when we talk about the KEA counseling process, after doing the registration, after getting the verification slip, by using which you can do the option entry. In round 1, as I said, you can put any number of options. You can put, for example, you want to put 200 options, 300 options, you can put any number of options. After putting the options, system will do the allotment. There are two possibilities: seat is allotted, not allotted. If seat is not allotted, you need to wait for the round 2. If seat is allotted, in that case, KEA will be giving you 4 different options: choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, choice 4. There will be 4 different options. Unlike like MCC, if you do not want to join the college, you should not report to the college, just keep quiet. But in KEA, it is not working in that way. KEA, there will be 4 choices, you need to exercise any of the choices. If you are not exercising any of the choices, there will be 4 radio buttons. You need to opt, if you want to go for choice 1, choice 2, choice 3, choice 4. If you are not doing that, you will be blocked from the next round of counseling. You will not be able to participate in the round 2. Now, what are the choices basically? What is choice 1? What is choice 2? What is choice 3? What is choice 4? Choice 1 is, I am very happy with the seat. Whatever has been allotted, I will take that and close the counseling process. For example, you wanted Mysore Medical College, General Medicine, that is what is allotted to you. You do not want to participate further. Put the choice 1, go to the college, pay the fees, report to the college, counseling is over. Cannot participate for further rounds. Choice 2 is, happy with the allotted seat, but I want to go for next round. For example, you have been allotted Shimoga Medical College. I am fine with the college, I am happy with the college. If I do not get any other choice, I want to hold this seat. But I want to try for the better seat. Can I get upgraded in Mysore Medical College or Bangalore Medical College? In that case, you need to put the choice 2. You will be paying the fees, but you will not report to the college, you will be waiting for the round 2. Reporting is not necessary. Choice 3, I am not happy with the seat, I want to reject the seat and I want to go for the next round. In that case, you are rejecting the seat and waiting for the next round. Choice 4, I got seat already somewhere else, I do not want to continue. Then that is the choice 4, you are coming out of the counseling process. Now in round 2 of the counseling process, only choice 2, choice 3 and someone who has not been allotted seat, only these 3 type of people are eligible. Choice 1 and choice 4 are out of the counseling process, and in KA round 2 they will never open the new registration also. There are very few cases where they open the registration in round 2. Like MCC, you can register freshly in every round. KA, only round 1 or in the mop-up round after the revised cut-off they will open the registration. In round 2 generally they do not open the registration. So you need to be very clear. You need to register in the round 1 itself. So round 2, choice 2, choice 3 and someone who has not been allotted any seat, these 3 type of people will be eligible. Now, for example, you have opted for the choice 2. You have opted for the choice 2. In that case, you have put some 100 different options. Out of 100 options, the choice number 50 was allotted to you. So in choice 2 cases, you can upgrade only from choice 1 to choice 49. All the below choices will be deleted by the system. You cannot upgrade. Only choice 1 to choice 49. In case of choice 3, 50 number choice was allotted to you, have rejected that seat, so that 50 number choice will be deleted from the system and all other 99 choices will be there in the system. You cannot add the colleges, you can only reorder or you can delete the college, but you cannot add the college. So choice 2, you can upgrade only the upward choices, below choices will be deleted, and choice 3, that particular choice will be deleted and all other 99 choices will be available. So you need to be very, very careful when you go for the option entry. If your option entry is not perfect, many cases where we have seen people are not able to get the upgradation in the right college. If any better seat is there at the downwards, and if you have opted for the choice 2, you cannot go for the better college. So order plays an important role. Now round 2, once the seat allotment is done, again 2 possibilities, seat allotted, not allotted. If seat is not allotted, wait for the mop-up round. But if seat is allotted, then if you are not reporting, you have, remember, you have deposited your original document. You need to pay the 1 lakh rupees penalty for taking your document back. And if you are reporting to the college, counseling is over for you. After reporting in round 2, you cannot participate further. Only if you have been allotted, you have taken the non-clinical, then you can try for the clinical seat in the mop-up round. Otherwise, you cannot for the further rounds. Now, round 3, only those people will be eligible, those who are not holding any clinical seat in the hand. Only those people will be eligible. Other people will not be eligible. Round 3 will be happening in the offline mode in the KE office, where you need to go with all the original document, you need to carry the fees DD with you, and counseling will be happening in the offline mode. Now some changes and the impact in the counseling process. So last year, MS Ramaiah, that is one of the, they were having very good number of seats that has become to the state university. So fee structure is very high for the private college, private quota. There are some news where KIMS and Saptagiri has also applied to become a state university. So if they get the approval for the state university, even for them, the private college, private quota fee structure may increase. So again, the KIMS is second best medical college. Even they, for example, if they get the approval for the state, then the fee structure will increase. One side, NMC is trying to pull down the fee structure, and second side, the colleges are trying to become the state university and they get the autonomy, right? So that is what is irony. These are the two major changes. If NMC bill comes, then as I already explained, the fee structure, the division will be changing. So this was all about the state quota counseling process. Now a few important points basically. When we talk about the state quota counseling process, when we talk about the state quota counseling process, again, the cutoffs will depend upon categories. We have seen multiple categories where the cutoffs last year, for example, if someone is opting for the ENT, optal, anesthesia, even with the rank of 70,000, 80,000, 90,000 rank also allotment is possible. Many people, what they do, and that too with the fees of 7 to 8 lakh rupees, 7 to 11 lakh rupees per year. Many people, they just look at the rank and they do not even participate in the counseling process. They think they are not going to get the lower fees. So my suggestion is, if you see the last 2 years trend in the Karnataka, even with the lower rank people also, they are able to get the seat, lower clinical, I would say, anesthesia, ENT, optals, psychiatry, right, surgery also. So even with the lower rank also, it is possible to get the seat of 7 lakhs or 11 lakhs. It depends upon your category and what branch you are opting for. To know your possibilities, you can definitely get in touch with us. We'll help you. Now, how we team of Medical Mentor can help you? So we have this mentorship program called as Achieve, which is coming with the investment of rupees 24,980 plus GST, so 29,500 for the complete counseling guidance. So in that, what we are doing basically, how we are guiding you. So you'll be getting one dedicated mentor and one dedicated support person. So we have a team of expert NEET, we have an expert team of NEET counseling. As soon as you enroll with us, you'll be getting one dedicated mentor and one dedicated support person. The mentor will be handholding you for this entire step-by-step counseling process. So they will take the personalized one-to-one session at each and every stage. For example, for the MCC counseling process, for the state quota, you can take multiple one-to-one session. You can come down to our office or you can take the online session as well. So these mentors will be helping you for each and every step. For example, first of all, how to shortlist the colleges, which all counseling you should, how to shortlist the counseling in colleges. For your rank, for your category, which all counseling you are eligible. Then which all colleges you are eligible, they will help you for that. Then we will give you the information about the college. KYC, BYC, know your college before you choose. So we have prepared the ranking of all the colleges in the different states. In government colleges category, private colleges category, deemed colleges category, according to branches. So that those ranking will be shared with you, and if you want the further guide, you want to connect with any particular PG student in the particular college, in the particular branch, we will help you for that as well. Document verification. So document verification plays a very important role, especially in the state quota counseling process. So according to your category, what all documents are required, what should be the right format of the document, our team will be guiding you, and we'll verify all the documents in the advance before the counseling start. We'll make sure nothing is missing or format is the right. We'll help you with the application filling. So MCC counseling is different, and all the respective state quota counseling process is also different. So we need to apply for this counseling separately. So we'll help you with the application filling support. We'll make sure there is no mistake in the application filling. The choice filling and the option entry, which is one of the most critical thing. So how you plan your choices, that is what will decide what type of college you're going to get it. So how to apply for the MCC colleges, how to apply for the state quota, how to select the right order of the colleges, looking into all important factors, how to coordinate between MCC and state quota counseling process, how to report to the college. If you want to go for the upgradation, then what are the terms and conditions? What are the colleges you should opt for the upgradation? If you get any better seat in the state quota, how to leave the MCC seats. So all this step-by-step guidance will be given to you by the dedicated mentor, and we'll make sure you get the best possible college through the smart counseling. This was all the personalized support. Along with that, we have an online portal access you will be given on our website, where you will get the e-books of the different state quota counseling process with the fee structure, seat metrics, cutoff, everything. You will be getting the document checklist of the different counseling and counseling stats and analysis of last year's. We'll be giving you this medical guide book as well. So we are launching this medical guide book in the afternoon session, where we are doing the session on the branch selection. So this book will be having the complete data of all the 519 colleges, the fee structure, seat matrix, cutoffs, everything. We'll be sharing all the alerts and updates about the counseling process. So when we talk about the counseling process, it goes almost for 2.5 to 3 months. It goes on for almost 2.5 to 3 months time. So we will keep conducting, we'll keep sending you multiple updates at each and every stage, so you will not miss any important deadline. For example, there are many steps where we, for example, update will come today night and by tomorrow afternoon it is getting close. The deadline is getting over. So you will get all the updates and you will not miss any important deadline. We'll send you this update through the SMS, mail and WhatsApps. We will conduct multiple small webinars for each and every topic. For example, once the MCC counseling process comes, once seat matrix is out. So we'll analyze the seat matrix of last year and this year. We'll try to help you what is the difference between last year and this year. How many extra number of seats are there? How the seat matrix has changed? What should be your plan for this year? Once the merit list is out, we'll analyze the merit list also. What is the comparison of last year and this year? What is the comparison fee structure of last year and this year? So all this step by step for each and every topic, application process, documentation, fee structure, option entry. We'll keep conducting multiple small webinars where all the common doubts will be solved. Then you can take the personalized one-to-one session with the dedicated mentor. So likewise, we will give you the complete support for the entire counseling process. If you want to take the one-to-one session with us, we have a mentors team sitting outside in the different cabins. You can go in. So we have some lunch break now. You can have the lunch break. You can have your lunch, and we'll start our second session by 2:30. You can take your lunch, and you want to take the one-to-one session. You can take the one-to-one session now also. Our team will be there till evening 7 o'clock. Okay. So you can take the session now. You can take the session after the round 2 as well. Do not miss the second session. It is very important. We have called all the doctors from different colleges, and that is this second session we are doing from past 3 years, and it is one of the most successful seminar of this day. Do attend this event. You can go for your lunch. You can take the break and come again by 2:30.